Powerful questions is probably the most important tool to bring you from uncertainty to certainty. And this is because questions are an ancient structure we have created with language, specifically made to elicit information. And what we call powerful questions are the questions that elicit information in a constructive and positive way. So let me ask you a question. How much is 2 plus 2? And it doesn't matter if you have not answered it aloud. And I will not even be able to listen to it because I'm in a video. But the important thing is that you answer it subconsciously. Your subconscious answer it even if you didn't want to answer it. Because if I ask you how much is 3 times 2, you already answered 6 in your subconscious. We are built and programmed to answer to questions. And that is a huge power we have if we know how to use the right questions to elicit the right information, to provide with the clarity and the options to help others to advance into an objective. So if we cannot not answer questions, if you are asked for options, you will answer with options. And even if you don't answer with options, your mind will actually explore to answer the questions, to provide the options that were asked by the questions. So if you ask for colors, you will get colors. So if you ask for constructive and positive answers, you will get constructive and positive answers. And if you focus the questions, most likely you will get back that focus. When you ask a question, you are the owner of the focus you decide to use. In powerful questions, the focus is constructive and positive. So let's see specifically how can you construct powerful questions. First of all, as we have said, you have to construct them positively and constructively. Also, you have to avoid negative connotations or place yourself in a position of power or knowledge. You have to get away from your ego when you're asking questions, because sometimes we ask questions to show that we know. Powerful questions are constructed in a way, and should be constructed in a way, where you get away from that ego that needs to show that knows. So first, remember, constructively and positively. Avoid negative connotation and get away from that ego that wants to show that you know. So let's go into examples. Instead of asking, why didn't you do this? A powerful question would be, so tell me, what have you done? Even if you know the person have not done it, you ask these questions. Why? Because the first question, why didn't you do this, automatically triggers a justification. Why didn't you do this? The other person will be, well, because. But the powerful question, so tell me, what have you done? Triggers an explanation. Is asking the other person to explain you what have you done. And if they have done nothing, must be for some reason. So that question constructively is asking for an explanation, which could allow an exploration afterward to solve whatever happened that didn't allow them to do it, whatever it was. Another example, don't you think you could do it this way? A powerful question would be, what other ways you think this could be done with? Or if you want to actually allow the other person to explore your way, do you think this way would be a possible solution or a possible way to use? Those are different questions. If you see also, however you ask the question has a lot to do about how powerful it is. Because if you ask in this tone, it's different than if you ask in this tone. Also, powerful questions are there to provide clarity, light, insight, options, possible solutions. So a typical powerful question would be, what options do you see to solve that problem? And if the other person doesn't give you any other options, you can even ask, okay, I understand that you don't find any other options, but imagine there is option. Let's fantasize. What options would that be? You will be amazed how many people come up with options. And the last point to use powerful questions is to remember that the why has to be used carefully. For example, if you ask, why not? Automatically you are triggering a justification. But if you, in an exploration, you're asking, why did you choose these options instead of the other ones that you identified? What you are doing is exploring for clarity. You want to understand more why of the options. So use why carefully so you don't trigger a justification, but what you trigger is options. Using only powerful questions, you can provide certainty where there was uncertainty. And you can use these powerful questions with yourself the next time you need to solve something, or you feel that you are not sure about something that you need to do or you need to accomplish. If you have uncertainty, ask yourself, what could I do? What options do I have? From those options, which one is the best due to the objective I want to achieve? Why is this option better than the other ones? What do I need to implement this option? What are the actions I specifically need in order to advance towards that objective? There is not a specific formula to build powerful questions, but there are the principles we talk about. Let's recall them. They are constructed in a positive and constructive way. They are aimed to provide clarity, to explore the options, and to help the other advance. They have to be built away from our ego. They have to be built away from our need to position ourselves in a specific state, like of knowledge or position or level. You have to get away from that ego that we all have. And you have to use the why with care. Practice powerful questions in the next 2 days, and you will see how you can influence others into finding the clarity they need. I hope this was useful, and I wish you a happy, constructive, and powerful questioning. Bye-bye.